it used to be a strip club, and there was somebody who actually was murdered in the basement.
Welcome to Sleepless, a podcast about the creative process. Today, we're filming in Sleepless Studios, Canada's first 24-hour self-service studios. I'm Robin.
I'm Tom.
And today we welcome Alexa Steele, who has starred in Degrassi, as well as the Jenna Ardeen sitcom. And of course, she has her own podcast, Steele My Story. And you're very welcome, Alexa.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me on.
No problem. So one of the things that we've noticed at Sleepless Studios, we have a bit of a Degrassi theme going on.
Oh my gosh, do you really?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we meet a lot of Degrassi. We had Stephen Stone on the podcast.
Did you really?
Yeah, we did.
Very
Yeah.
nice guy. Really interesting.
Gosh,
Very
haven't
interesting
seen
guy.
him in like probably 15, 20 years
Yeah,
or something.
we're working our way up to Drake, but
Slowly. Me too. I'm like going through I'm like, I'll do people I know, a little bit better first, and then I'll reach out to Drake and see.
So-
Aubrey, I should say. I don't know.
yeah. What so you probably started, was that your first big acting break?
Yeah, and it was like, it was very. My sister got on it first, and then me and my dad dropped her off one day, and it was Linda Schuyler, who saw me. She'd be like, "Hey, you want to come? Do you want a part on Degrassi?" And I was like, "No." I was like 6. I didn't know what was going. My dad was like, "Say yes, say yes." So that was my first big break.
Wow.
I got very lucky. Yeah.
How long were you on it then for?
When I was younger, I think I was only on it for like a season or a season and a half, and then I went back on as a different character. When
Okay.
I was
Oh.
like 16. Yeah,
Wow.
I know. Weird,
Anyone
right?
notice?
Yeah, everybody. Everybody knew. Everybody wanted me to come back as the original character, but there were conflicts with like my family that I had. So I just came back as somebody else, which I did. I did audition for that part, and
Okay.
worked
Okay.
very hard.
And then you then went on to do the Jenna Ardeen sitcom.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
I mean, I know there's Canadian listeners, but there's also people that listen to us in like America and Ireland. Do you want to give us kind of like a kind of rough what that was about, what it was like?
Yeah, absolutely. So it was essentially kind of a play on Jan Arden and like, what people might think she is or who she is as a person, but it's kind of like Michael from The Office, where she's just like a terrible person, but in reality she is the nicest, sweetest woman. She's so funny. She's never done any acting before, but she's unbelievably hilarious, like really, really amazing improv, really amazing humor, and she's a great songwriter. She was started in the 90s, and everybody, you would know her songs, especially if you're from Canada. You would know all her songs for sure.
There's definitely, Tom and I grew up in Ireland, so like there's a lot of like people are like, wait, you don't know this person?
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with you?
100%. Yeah,
Get a lot of that.
Because I was obviously practicing the thing, and I was like, Jan Ardeen, and then Michael was like, what are you saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Another one similar to that. I remember somebody talking to me about a commercial with a tiny elephant or something.
Oh, the house hippo.
Yeah, I had never seen that before.
Yeah, the house hippos.
Yeah, the house hippo,
That eat
that's
peanut
funny.
butter crumbs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always thought they were real. I'm just like 100%.
So that's what people said to me. Yeah.
Oh wow, there
House
you go.
hippos are
I'm
real.
gonna have to either pull up an ad
Yeah.
in the shorts, and we'll show people what we're talking about. So tell us what is it? Because we try to talk about like the creative like jobs people make for themselves or their outlets. So what is it like being a actor in Toronto?
Oh,
Loaded
I
question.
mean, I don't know. Being an actor is definitely you got to do it if you love it. It's not easy, but it's not hard either. I don't know. I don't know if you.
Ooh.
You know what? I don't know. Okay, it is difficult, but if you love something, it's one of those things that it doesn't feel like a chore because you enjoy doing it.
Right.
But it does take a lot of work, and of course, a lot of people think it's probably really easy to, I guess, just get a role. Like, oh, you auditioned and you got it, right? But there are a lot of other actors. You're in competition with a lot of people. And I guess you have to stay really positive. You can't you can't be thinking like, oh, I'm in competition with these person, because you are part of the community. So you want to be like, you don't want to be upset at the other people in the community or jealous, and you don't also want to grow resentful if you don't book a role or something like that. It just happens. Yeah, you just got to move on to the next audition.
We were talking to a guest, and they mentioned that auditioning has changed ever since the pandemic.
Absolutely, yeah. I love doing so. It used to be you have to go in room for all the auditions, and now it's really the first round of auditions you do is self-tape, and then the second round you might do like a Zoom, or you would go in the room. But oh gosh, I love doing self-tapes.
Oh yeah,
it makes it so much easier. I used to like really get anxious if I traveled anywhere, because, oh gosh, what if I get an audition, or if I have to book out or tell my agent like I can't go auditioning. But now I'm like, hey, I'm going to be traveling. Just send me auditions as far in advance as you can, and I'll get it on tape to you ASAP.
you probably have more control over it as well.
Absolutely. You get to choose the take that you like the best, or takes you can send in.
You get your own
usually.
lighting.
Yeah.
good
Exactly.
sides.
You light it yourself.
Yeah.
It's a little less nerve-wracking without somebody staring at you like this.
Probably all you need is your phone. Then,
Exactly.
as well,
You
right?
just need your phone. And we also travel with like a little like ring light. And then that's it.
And then
Boom.
are they just coming in like right, left? Well, I hope they're coming in right, left, and center.
Oh, you know what? Sometimes you'll get like 10 in a week, and then sometimes you won't get any for like a month or something. It's all over. It depends, what's filming. I will say there's definitely more in Toronto now, because a lot of shows are filming in Vancouver and Toronto. There's some studios that have opened up.
I heard there's beef.
Ooh, is there beef? What?
So
What?
I heard
Oh,
from
I'm out of the loop.
Oh, spill
my
the tea,
barber.
Robin.
So my barber does a lot of like screenplays. He's done stop motion. He's in an upcoming Apple TV show. And he was saying that there's a very divide in like if you're from Vancouver, you film in Vancouver, and if you're from Toronto, you film in Toronto. They're very bad at like actually kind of supporting each other.
Do you see that?
Kind of. I think it's. I can see that. I don't know. I know for sure, like smaller parts, they will try and hire like locals from the area. But I can see why it would be, why if they're filming in Vancouver and they want a lead from Canada, why wouldn't they just hire somebody that they didn't have to fly all the way to
Yeah,
Vancouver?
that's
I
probably true
guess
as
is
well.
my assumption, but I don't. You're right. I don't think there is a lot of crossover between Vancouver agents and Toronto agents here, or there isn't a lot of like teamwork.
Which is a bit of a shame, really, because
Yeah.
you could really support a whole industry if you work together, instead of being
Yeah.
like, oh, if it's being filmed here, it's taking away from this thing, instead of seeing it as, hey, if we actually get Canada right,
Yeah,
it's going
yeah,
to be big for everyone.
yeah, exactly. But I mean, I think it's more, it's because if you have a Toronto agent, you probably wouldn't want a Vancouver agent, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
So
what about
you're-
gigs in the US then? Are you looking for gigs in the
I
US
mean,
too?
yes, you need a visa
Okay, so
and
it's
you need
different
or a
ball-
green card.
Yeah.
It's difficult, and I guess that's the big thing is you need visa or green card, and then if you're down there, it's a little more expensive, the Canadian versus US dollar, but we're always looking for US
Right,
gigs,
okay,
of course.
okay.
But it's really nice that a lot of US shows are now coming to film
Oh, yeah.
in Canada. It gives us a lot more opportunity, which is great. And ACTRA does have I don't know if you'd call it a policy, but that they do need to audition a certain amount of
Okay.
Canadian actors
that's good.
and have a certain amount of Canadian talent on their shows if they want to be filming here.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah, really. But then they will sometimes they'll already have somebody picked out for a role they want in the US, and then they'll just audition a bunch of actors here to say that they did, and then they actually just hire this other person.
Okay.
Loopholes.
Yeah, it's kind of a
Loopholes.
bummer.
Yeah.
Did you are there any shows or movies that you auditioned for that you kind of wish you could have gotten that is kind of out now?
A ton.
I'm sure there's
a ton. Oh my gosh, of course. Oh, really? The one that I can think of that was a really long time ago. It was what's that? Shadowhunters on
Okay.
Netflix. I auditioned for the role of Isabel, and I wanted it so bad because I read all the books, and I was like,
okay.
I really want this part. But I think I was honestly too young at the time. And then, and I auditioned for Veronica on the Riverdale series.
Oh,
yeah, and
that
I was
would have
like,
been big.
oh, but then I saw the actress and I was like, no, she's really good. I was like, she's awesome. No. So I was, but I mean, the show blew up, so I was like,
Yeah.
why?
So what's your process then if you do get super into wanting a role? How do you say like, on to the next one then, I guess?
Yeah, those ones are the tough ones. I think I'm pretty lucky. I have met some people who, it is really hard for them to let go of a lot of roles, but you just have to try and focus and on the next thing and just really put your mind towards like, okay, not this one, but there's always going to be more. There's always writing new roles. There's always going to be another cool role that comes and you just have to wait for it. Your time will come. Just keep working hard.
Right.
Yeah, it's not meant to be. You just got to go and work for the one that is. Yeah.
Manifesting? Would you manifest?
Manifestation.
Yeah.
I'm big into manifestation. Yeah.
These podcasts are really cyclical, like in circles. We seem to hit.
Are we all talking about manifestation?
Manifestation is one I'll let you know when we get onto similar ones as well. You should get a bell. You should get a little like ding. But yeah, you're a big manifester.
I am, yes.
So give us your synopsis of manifestation.
Of my manifestation? Well, I really, oh my gosh. I mean, I'm very into like vision boards and like, I like, putting together pictures and everything. And then I'm really into like just sitting and I guess meditating and chanting on what I want. And I notice a difference. I do, but you have to keep it up. You got to put it out there and then you have to be specific because the universe kind of does sometimes give you what you want, but it's not the way you wanted it.
Right.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. I get that a lot.
I really want a podcast, and then you're in the middle of a podcast. I don't want a podcast anymore.
Yeah, exactly. So you got to be specific. So that's my one tip for any future manifestors.
So are you like, I want a nice car, but I don't want it to break down.
And this stipulate. I'm like writing
Sign
a contract. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so meditating. I'm also a big fan of meditation. Yeah, that's good. And so tell me, when you're preparing for like a tape, what are some of the things you kind of go through to get into?
Well, first of all, when I get the email, so kind of going back to that, like, how do you not get so sad about it? I really try not to read who's directing or who's already attached to the project. Like any of if I don't recognize the name, I don't bother looking up the person because it's just going to make me a little bit more nervous. I guess I just read through the script a lot, and it really is helpful to be in a community of actors because just reading through a scene with somebody is, you can read it one way on your own in your mind and it's not going to sound the same way. Like your imagination isn't, real life. So having an actor friend who you can just read through the script a couple times with, super helpful for getting, all the beats and the actual tone of the script and everything. And then from there, it's just, I'm really into practicing like just repetitive. It's the only way for me. Some people, they read it once or twice and they're brilliant. And I'm so jealous of those people because I take like hours just reading it over and over again.
Yeah, almost to a point that it's like you're not thinking about the lines anymore. You're thinking about the character.
Yeah, you don't have to think about the lines because this character's not thinking about what they're going to say next. They're just saying what they're saying.
I listened. Yeah. Is it Walter Goggins, the guy that's in?
Yeah.
I listened. Yeah, in
White Lotus.
White Lotus. He's also in White Gemstones.
Oh yeah,
Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
He's actually been blown up recently, but somebody asked him because he obviously got a lot. So early in his career, he had some breaks, and then he just went like dead. And now in his later career, he's like really blowing up. And somebody asked him like, what was it? Because he was like, I was doing pretty well, but then suddenly it just dried up and I couldn't figure out why. And then he just said, I kind of just gave up in people in like, because I used to go in and he would be like, I'm trying to be this person for this director or this casting person. And then he was like, I kind of just gave up on that concept and just was like, I'm going in as myself and whatever people think about whatever, because and that, he said, was the biggest shift for him as an actor that suddenly like things just clicked.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like I hear that a lot with is just kind of that letting go and not having that anxiety or overthinking. There was a show, it was also produced by the same people as Degrassi, LA Complex.
Okay.
And one of the leads on that had a great story of his auditioning. I don't know, he was talking about somebody else, not me. But anyway, he was like, I was so drunk the night before, and not for LA Complex audition, different audition, but he was like, I went to the bathroom before the audition and I threw up, like just projectile vomited. But afterwards, I felt like so euphoric, like everything was fine and like everything was great because I had that all out of me. And then he booked the role.
Wow.
And it's just that, which is so hard to say. It's like, hey, just don't be nervous while you're auditioning in front of those people. Just, hey, no worries. And they're sitting behind the desk staring at you. So it seems easy, but it's not.
my first corporate job, that actually kind of happened to me. So out of college, I did an interview with Deloitte, and I thought I'd nailed it. I was like, perfect, got this job, that's fine, don't really have to worry about the rest. And then I had taken a year out before going into college, so a lot of my friends were doing a graduation party, and I was like, cool, I already have a job, that's cool, and I'm not going to go to this interview I'm going to go to this interview, but whatever. And a friend of mine was doing it with me, and we were like, look, we'll just go together, it'll be fine. So obviously wake up literally like one of those like out of the ether where you wake up from like drinking all night, like yeah. The alarm's going off, and I call and I'm like, it's an hour until the interview, and I run downstairs and I'm like shaving and showering and I'm calling my friend at the same time. I'm like, are you going to this? And he's like, oh, did I not tell you last night I already have a job? And I was like, what? And then he was like, yeah, I'm not going. So I went, and it was like a full day. It was like I get in 9 a.m. and it didn't finish until like 4 p.m. It was like rounds and rounds of interviews. I was so hungover and like evident, like, because I could smell the booze coming off my own breath, that I was like, this is not going well for me. It was the toughest interviews. And I went back into college and I told people, and it was a great story. People were laughing and they were like, that sounds like one of the worst interviews I've ever heard in my life. And yeah, that was actually how I got my first job. I didn't get Deloitte, and then that consulting company messaged me and was like, I was the first one to get called.
Oh my gosh. They were like, this guy knows how to party.
Yeah, and seemingly go to work.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe you were more loose then or something.
Just
or
more loose.
Like, I remember getting asked a lot of technical questions and I was just like,
winging it.
That's a great question. I can't answer that right now.
But that's like, so consulting. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Like,
they're probably like, this guy is dying and he's able to do this.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
But yeah, no, I definitely have found that you kind of have to stay more true to not hungover, but it's more true to yourself, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you were mentioning lines there. I'm always fascinated by people's process on how do you learn your lines?
Oh my gosh. I mean, just repetition. I've definitely tried to be like, maybe I'll just, one acting coach had given the advice of like, just do it the night before. And that's the only time you have to really practice. And I did that one time and it was awful. I was like, no, I need to hammer these into my mind. Exactly. Like just reading them over and over again. It's so helpful to have a friend who can read with you. I'm really lucky that my partner's also an actor. So we just go over it and memorizing. And then by memorizing, you are not getting out of your head, not thinking about what you're saying next, and you're able to really naturally embody this person.
Right.
So
that's what I used to as a theater actor back in the day.
There you go. You already know.
Yeah, I used to, that was the biggest thing, was like you know, I know people on camera out here saw that perfect intro, but what they don't see is me outside trying to memorize everything. And that's like literally it. Like I do agree. Like once when and like I can't remember. Lines are so funny because when you like learn them, but then like I can't remember anything else.
Oh no, they're out of my mind now.
My memory is terrible.
Yeah.
But once when those lines are banked, easy.
Oh yeah, easy peasy. I remember people used to ask like, oh my gosh, can you say this one line for me? And I'm like, I don't know what it is. Can you tell me the line? I'll say it again.
Yeah, because once you're in the flow, it's like more. Yeah,
and then I gotta, especially when I was on Degrassi or on Jan, it was, you have to. then move on to the next scenes for the
It's
next day.
quick.
So you just got to throw everything out that you
Delete.
learned and then relearn new scenes. So yeah,
Well,
can't hang on to it.
What are your what are your views on like is it Methodist acting where the actor just goes like full on into the?
I mean, if it works for you, I haven't met, I don't know, maybe not so intense method actors. I know some people who do it, but I personally haven't worked with them, so I haven't seen their process. Do whatever works for you.
yeah.
I guess as long as you don't interrupt me in my process.
Yeah. Or like do Jared Leto and send dead
I know.
mice.
I'm like, ooh,
Wait, what?
no,
Yeah,
maybe.
so Jared Leto. So obviously Jared Leto wanted to be like Heath Ledger because Heath Ledger got so
when he
much
did
into
the
that.
Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
And then he went deep into it, and then was sending like dead mice and stuff to people as like thing, and people were like, "What? Why are you doing this?"
Yeah.
Viola Davis is like, no.
Yeah, Margot Robbie, like, what are you doing? Another person who I think Daniel Day-Lewis, he actually, one of the reasons why he retired from acting was that every time he would get out of a role, he would go into deep depression because he would say he would actually be like taking a part of himself out because he was like giving a part of himself, so like a fraction of himself to that role that when it was over, that fraction's gone. So he said he couldn't like keep acting anymore.
Well, that's, I hear that with a lot of the very intense method actors, that it's like, because you put so much of your waking life into this character, it's like once it's gone, like who are you?
Yeah.
What do you do now?
Which is super bizarre.
So I'm okay. It's not for I wouldn't say that I'm in that
Space. Yeah. So are there any things coming up?
No.
Yes.
Sure.
Vision board that
I'm
stuff
manifesting
up.
it currently, so you'll see it soon.
Yeah.
But you do, of course, have your podcast.
I do have my own podcast. I was like, well, since I'm not doing anything, I'm just gonna make my own stuff. Yeah. So Steele My Story, really fun. I guess I never really considered podcasting until it was my partner who was like, hey, you love to yap. Why don't... No, I'm just kidding. But he was like, why don't you do a podcast? He's always encouraging me to do creative projects. So really love that. And it's been really fun. Especially I enjoy the video because I also do YouTube, and it's a nicer way to connect with your audience if they can like also see you.
Oh, so you do YouTube as well as the podcast?
As well as the podcast. And then I put the podcast video on my YouTube as well.
And then what other stuff do you do for your YouTube?
Oh, just like
And
vlogs,
day in the life.
like day in the life.
How long are the
makeup.
videos?
Maybe like 10, 15 minutes. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Short and sweet.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Much editing involved?
You know what? It depends on the video. Some of them are pretty easy to edit, and then some, like if you're doing like a travel vlog, I notice they're a little bit difficult if you have to like reorder stuff. The podcast is kind of difficult difficult to edit. Yeah. So you guys know.
Yeah. This is it.
This is it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm half thinking about doing something for Sleepless, like YouTube wise. So I'm interested to always hear people's YouTube.
watch this space.
Absolutely.
YouTube
Why not?
stories,
I
yeah.
think, especially it's a great way to connect with
Engage,
people, engage.
get behind the scenes.
Exactly.
Now, like even now, I've made the decision to try and like. So basically, I went off social media for like 3 years.
Nice.
And now back on trying to do a personal brand to kind of like give people behind the scenes of like who we are, who I am, and like why we do what we do, because it can be hard to do that. Also, there's the business entity, and then there's the people who are like, building it. And I think people these days love a story, love the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, and it's nice to just see like the people as the people. Just see.
Yeah.
Like on YouTube, they can just connect with you as a person.
Yeah.
And it makes you feel closer. Or at least when I'm watching people, I'm like, wow, it's like I know this person. They're my best friend now.
Weird when you see them in real life.
Yeah.
Like, I know everything.
I know you. So.
And then so the premise of your podcast is, from what I saw, you bring somebody on.
Yes. So we bring on a guest sometime, usually from the industry, because that's mostly the people that I know, but bring on a guest and they tell one true story and one stolen story. So essentially, like we've had people, get AI to make up stuff. We've had people like steal from their friends or their parents, or just like we had one person like steal from like a movie premise. So just any, and then we have to guess, and the audience has to guess which story is their story and
That's a
which
good one.
is the stolen.
So how many have you gotten right?
Oh my gosh, I should be keeping track.
Okay.
I've been thinking that I need like a whiteboard it's me, Ian, and then the guest, and try and see how many.
Yeah,
I
your
feel like
percentage or accuracy.
we've gotten a lot.
Oh, yeah?
We're pretty good. I'm pretty good.
Okay.
I say that. I think I did like 5 episodes in a row that I got wrong. But recently I've been on a
Although
good
you-
winning streak.
You kind of need to get some wrong, or
Yeah,
else
I'm
it's
like,
like
make
you're
it
too
interesting.
good.
But maybe I'm throwing a couple just to make the get. No,
yeah.
I'm joking.
Take bets on it.
I mean, we could, but I don't know. No. Maybe. I'll think
Steak.
about it.
Write that down.
Oh,
Steak.
steak. That's the one Drake puts millions
Keep on
on.
this
isn't it?
grassy theme.
Yeah. You're right. So how many episodes have you done in total then?
Oh my gosh, I think 21.
Okay,
Nice.
ticking along.
Yeah, we're kicking along. I know. I can't believe how many episodes we've done, and it's it's
Something
really cool.
like 95% of podcasts don't make it past 20.
I've heard.
That was Alex Mosey who said
Oh.
that, but
Well, we made it. We're
yeah,
part of the.
got to
top
keep
5.
going now.
Yeah.
I wonder
I
what,
have no
what percentage
choice.
make it past 20.
Yeah. It's tough. It's definitely, oh my gosh, our studio had a leak or like water damage like a couple weeks ago, and that was we get there and we're like, oh, there's just this big puddle everywhere, so we're grabbing paper towel from the bathroom and like I'm trying to wipe it up, and I'm like, it's not going, there's more water. But we got that fixed luckily, and our studio is it's in a basement. The studio room itself is really nice, but leading up to it, it looks like a murder factory or something. It's just, it's
Welcome to Saw.
so yeah, like welcome. I hope you're prepared for your games. But it used to be a strip club, and there was somebody who actually was murdered in the basement. So it gives that vibe though.
Well,
Like
if
if
anything-
you went down there, you'd be like, I feel like somebody died down there, and you'd be right.
2 truths. and a lie.
Yeah. So I feel like the spirit is at rest though, but it looks that way when you go in.
Well, if anything, you can always pivot to a horror podcast.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm like, we could always pivot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to the basement. Definitely, there's a Halloween special in there.
Yes. Oh, 100%.
Just move the podcast into wherever the hallway is that looks scary and do it
And
from
then-
there.
Yeah. You know what? You're right.
How do you, because one thing when we were, obviously we've progressed a lot, you know, for people who've been watching us from the beginning, from the boardroom where it was a bit dark and dingy. How do you kind of because one thing we found when we were in this podcast room was guests would sit down, it would take them like a full 45 minutes nearly to like relax.
Oh, yeah.
How do you like do, because maybe people know you as well, it's probably a bit easier.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I'm really lucky that majority of the guests that we've had on have been my friends or like friends of Ian's or just who we've met through the industry. But when there's somebody new, we definitely try and, I don't know, we do our best to make it a friendly experience, of course, and make them comfortable. And I do realize they have to do most of the talking, so I do my best to make them comfortable because they're telling 2 stories and I'm just here like, oh. So I'm like, sorry.
Insert soundtrack.
Yeah. You know, I'm thinking, I mean, we have a bar cart, but we don't drink but I'm like, maybe I should offer people a tequila shot or something. I don't know.
Well, I play this game. This could be a fun game. So sometimes in the summer when everyone's sitting out in their patios having fun, I'll say to the waiter, like, let's say it's a table of 12 people. I'll be like, can you get 6 shots of water and 6 shots of vodka? And I send it over to the table. So the waiter goes over and he's like, we have these shots for you. Everyone's super excited. Everyone shoots it. Then the arguments that happen because they're like, that was water. And it's like, no, that was vodka. And it is
Oh no, that was
the
vodka.
most entertaining thing ever. Highly recommend. It's
very
worth
mischievous, Rob.
whatever you end up spending. It's definitely worth it because the arguments that ensue are hilarious.
Ooh. Okay. And that's a different table. You don't bring it to your table.
No. I try not to
Amazing.
even, because if sometimes I find out who it is and I get all these disgusting shots sent to me and I feel like I've got to do it then. But,
And
yeah.
fair, you know.
No, it is fair. It
karma.
is fair. It is
Karma's
karma.
bitch.
That's
Yeah.
life. That's
I
life.
guess I'll do that. I'll just get 3 shots and I'm like, maybe some are tequila, maybe some are not, but
Yeah.
you know, mix them up. They're all tequila. Always. Yeah.
And then just lie and be like, no, I had the water one.
I must have had the water. I don't know what's wrong with you. Can you tell your story now?
Yeah, there you go. Good way to. Well, actually, with all the murder, maybe it wouldn't be a good one either.
Yeah, right? I'm like, bad history here.
Okay, so then you've been, so that's 20 podcasts in what, a year? 2 years? 3? 10?
Oh my gosh. I think it's been just around a year now. Yeah.
Wow.
Woo.
Nice, yeah, congrats.
Yeah, this is probably our year and a half.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Well, we've been open since we kind of started it straight away, didn't we? When we opened.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
We were like, so yeah, it was funny. When we started, we just made the assumption that like audio would be cool.
Yeah.
And then it was like, actually, we need video. And then
Yeah.
we'd already done everything. And anyway, it's a gradual process. And we
Yeah,
are where we
yeah.
are in this beautiful studio now. So we're winning.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it was kind of, I mean, maybe not, maybe in the past 2 years that, well, no, I guess Joe Rogan and a lot of the big podcasters have
Yeah,
been
but they
doing
didn't-
video for a while.
Yeah, but it was
it's-
webcammy as well.
Yeah, but now it's, people have really upped their game with the camera.
Oh, big time.
All
yeah.
content is up to its game.
Yeah.
Like it's
I'm like,
it's so unforgiving to be like,
Yes.
you can't have
If you
any.
have a bad camera, get out of here.
Yeah.
Get off the
People are
internet.
like, I don't care about you anymore. Bye.
Bye. I'm going to watch somebody in super HD, whatever.
Yeah. And it's like 30 seconds. Like literally you're putting in hours of work for like somebody to go, cool.
Yeah, nice.
Or less.
Not even a
Or
like.
less. 3 seconds is what they say now.
Oh,
Yeah,
gosh.
that's mad.
That's depressing.
And then do you have to clip up all your stuff for your socials as well?
Yeah.
And then you doing YouTube shorts?
Yeah. Oh, we do it all.
Oh.
Yeah, with the YouTube shorts, I don't know about you guys, but well, I guess because I have the stories, so I try and put the full stories on the TikTok and Instagram and kind of like chop them up into smaller portions. But then on the YouTube shorts and I don't know, Facebook reels, I don't know, what I just do little short like 3-second funny liners,
Yeah.
one-liners.
Teasers.
It is-
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is crazy how like everyone now needs to be like a content creator nearly.
You need to, you need to be a content creator. You need to have a following, blah, 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 all this stuff. But it's hard. And there's a lot of platforms now. And you got to do, they can't always be the same format for every single one.
No, you got to vary it up. Voiceover
Yeah.
versus green screen
Yeah.
versus like clips, 3 frames every 2
Yeah.
seconds. Like,
And, you know, Instagram allows this amount of time. TikTok allows this amount of time. YouTube Shorts, Facebook Reels only allow this amount of time. Blah, blah,
yeah,
blah,
no,
blah,
it's
so on
so.
so
And do you
forth.
find then like for acting gigs, like that's really important?
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't hear people complain about it as much now, but I think maybe 5 or 6 years ago, I used to hear a lot of people. Well, no, people probably still complain now, but that you do kind of need an Instagram following, and a lot of people felt like they were losing out to influencers who had followings, and that people were just hiring these influencers in hopes that people would watch their show or their movie.
and they're not even necessarily good at acting either.
Exactly, or have no acting experience prior. And I understand wanting people to see your show, but at the end of the day, I don't know how many now I feel kind of evened out because people realize like even if you have a following, it's not guaranteed that the people will
Follow that
the
person.
following
Yeah.
will watch. So
Because ultimately it's about the show. Like
it
look
is
at
about
look
the
at
show,
the weekend.
100%.
No offense, the weekend. You
No
have made
offense to
some,
Canadian talent.
Yeah.
sorry, but he has made one terrible show, and I've heard one terrible movie. Somebody
I
watched
have
it.
not heard
Oh, you
great
made a movie,
things.
so-
I
He made a
haven't watched
movie,
either.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was the movie? What was the premise?
I actually don't even
Like
know.
the-
I just heard like a lot of people be like, "This is a terrible movie," and it got
Okay.
really not good like reviews. And then was it Euphoria? No, it wasn't
No,
Euphoria.
it was The Idol.
The Idol
Yeah.
with Johnny Depp's daughter as well.
Yeah, Lily Rose. Yeah.
And yeah, that was. I tried watching that.
I couldn't. It was. I have a hard time watching I don't know, anything with like abuse against women is really difficult for me.
Yes,
so,
I can't do it.
Sorry, world. It's hard for me to watch.
I know my partner. I love a horror film. Like I do love like thrillers or like even paranormal stuff. Love a good scare. She cannot watch them. But hey, a real life story about a girl getting abducted is perfectly fine. I'm like hiding behind the corner. I'm like, I don't want to watch this. Yeah. And she's like, stop being such a baby. I'm like, this actually happened. Yeah.
She's like, this is informational. I need to know what to do,
oh my
what to
God.
look out for.
Yeah. I'm like, so you're telling me you're going to get into a trunk and be like, Turner Kern, 1, 2, and speed bump. But yeah, no, it's I struggle as well to watch those kind of things.
Yeah.
And it's really big on Netflix now as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of the fascination with the real life stories is I understand it, but it also makes me sad when you hear the family or the people close who are like, hey, please don't watch this. Like this was really difficult.
Yeah, or they glorify it like Dahmer.
Yeah, that I hear.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah,
let's get on a more happy topic here.
Yeah,
Disney
let's
Plus.
move on. Yeah.
Did you watch new Lilo Stitch?
No.
Oh, actually,
I
what's your
didn't.
opinion on the Disney going and making the animated movies more doing?
You know what? At first, I was so on board.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, I love Disney. I love the old movies. And now I'm kind of like, okay, this is too many. This is too much. Like, let's.
I agree.
Yeah, the Lilo and I haven't watched it, but I know I've seen on TikTok. A lot of people didn't like that. The family, I guess, separated and they left some characters out. And
Yeah, they did leave a few characters out. Yeah,
So
but the little girl in it's cute as hell.
is
Yeah.
she?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll watch it. I don't know.
They casted her really, really well.
Oh.
And I think somebody said, I read a thing being like, yeah, people are really upset about it, but like they tried to just stay true to like what it's like in Hawaii, and like a lot of like white people just don't get that.
Okay.
That was a comment that I
Fair.
read, but
Maybe I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't know either. But yeah, I agree. So the CEO of Disney basically came out and said, "No more new movies. We are just doing sequels because we know they work." So
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Sequels.
sure.
We love,
Yeah.
no new content, only the same stuff you already had.
Yeah, and more Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
needs
Woo!
more superheroes?
You know what? I'm excited to see the Thunderbolts. I've heard I've heard good things.
Okay, are you a Marvel fan?
I am.
Oh, okay,
I was
sorry.
Just,
I
no.
He was-
I
she
was
was
just
looking at me like
rewatching the Infinity Wars, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
You like Marvel?
Yeah, I was
Hey.
what's your thoughts on Downey Jr. coming back?
I'm down.
You're
I
down?
love it.
Yeah.
I know it's like maybe, he's already part of the universe, but I'm like, bring him back.
He
We
got
like him.
paid
Yeah.
serious cash.
Oh, I bet.
He was like, probably, yes, please. Yeah.
I think
He's
he
like,
also
yeah, sure.
has like some creative control as well.
That's
really?
nice. Cool.
Oh, actually, did you hear about Ryan Coogler's Sinners contract?
Yes, I did.
It's the first time somebody has ever made a contract that ballsy before, and
yeah.
it apparently could
What's it?
change. So basically, it was something like, and if you know more, do you know?
I couldn't explain it that well.
Okay,
So you
I'll
do
do
it.
my best effort here. So one, he went to the studios and said, "You pay everything up front." So that's very unheard of. Usually, it's like in tranches. So he gets everything up front. He also gets the movie back in 5 years. Like he gets the rights back in 5 years,
Oh.
which is again very unusual. And then I think the third one was he has full creative control. Like they cannot change anything post or whatever. And so many studios wanted it that was like he was able to set those terms, and nobody
Wow.
else has ever made those terms with a studio before. And they say it could change things forever.
Yeah,
could
but
change.
I mean,
Hopefully,
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
see.
I think that's good. Like, I mean, don't we want the creatives
Oh,
to
absolutely.
have, you know,
No, I'm not complaining
Oh,
about it.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I'm saying that in like, putting
Yeah,
it
yeah.
out, that, you know, I think it is good for the creatives to have creative control. Because, I mean, look at what an amazing film. Did you guys see it?
Yeah, I watched
I didn't get to see it. I've heard everyone rave
it.
about it.
Very,
but-
very good.
Oh,
Still,
it's
yeah.
awesome. And I'm
Yeah.
like, this is, this, of course, the creatives should have creative control.
Yeah,
like-
for sure. It's what was that? Metropolis.
Oh, okay.
That
well, I
was
didn't
one where
watch
somebody
it.
had creative control, and
Oh.
I really
didn't
really
watch
tried
it.
to give it time.
Yeah.
And I was like, cannot do this. This is just not.
No.
Another one, Michael B. Jordan in the movie is like, do you know is like plays 2 characters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Well, yeah.
Is that a spoiler?
No, you find it out right away.
Yeah, right away. That's that. But my partner was like, "Who's the other one?" I'm like, "That's Michael B. Jordan."
For like the first 5 minutes, I was like, wow, this guy really looks exactly like Michael B. Jordan.
Good casting.
And I'm like, great. I'm like, did they use prosthetics?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was him. He did an amazing job.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's definitely worth a
Okay.
watch.
It's on the list. So
Watch it today.
okay, if I have time. If we have
Yeah,
time.
we've got a full
Slammed.
content day today.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
content calendar
Exciting.
full.
My
Yeah.
favorite.
Yeah, love content.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like close-up shot, wide shot, medium shot,
Mm-hmm,
up angle, down angle, same shot 4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's make sure we get some extra takes in case I didn't like how I said that first word.
Yeah, just like we've actually filmed this podcast 5 times.
Yeah, this is our third fifth round.
Yeah, so okay, hot take
Woo.
wheel. Here we go. I will read it because my handwriting is terrible. So
I don't think I spin that very hard. Span that? Spin?
I don't know
Did-
if we can go next one, but I don't know how much of this is very niche. Techno is mainstream. Do you listen to techno?
I mean, I don't know if it.
Okay, let's go.
Gosh,
Another
I
one.
don't
Next
know.
one.
I don't know the genres. Is it mainstream? I don't know. There's
Roll
like
again.
8 billion people in the world now.
Okay, come on, give me a good one.
I don't know where
Oh,
I was
here we
going.
go. This is actually very on thing that we were talking earlier.
All right.
Socks with sandals are a vibe.
No,
Yes or no?
absolutely not a vibe.
Oh. Does it not depend?
I
What about
don't-
the sandal? The type of
The
sandal?
sandals, you can wear a sandal, but I don't want
You
to.
can't be getting a high score on Wiki feed if you're wearing socks.
No, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's some people out there who can pull it off, but when I think of that, I just see like my old uncles with like their slides and their.
I see a lot of people do it though
Yeah,
with the
slides
slides,
and
and
socks.
like high socks.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like this is a trend we're all going to be right now. We're going to be like, wow, it's so cool, blah, 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 blah. And then like, 5 years from now, we're going to be all like, ew, I can't believe we did that. We're so gross, blah, blah, blah. Now it's definitely no socks with sandals. Yeah, what were
Like
we
skinny
thinking?
jeans.
I don't know. I like a skinny jean.
Oh, really?
I grew up in the skinny jean era.
Yeah,
I
the
don't
skinny-
wear them now. I'm wearing my baggy jeans.
Yeah.
I'm cool and hip now. But
I'm down with the Gen Z.
I'm down with it. I got my barrel jeans on.
Yeah.
But I have my skinny jeans in the corner of my closet, waiting for their
for the day they come back.
for their time to shine.
That's the thing with clothes. It's like I always like I need to clear out my closet, but then the day you do, the next thing that you got to get rid of
Yeah.
is now in fashion, and you're like, God damn, I've got to buy it all over again. I suppose that's what they want us to do.
It is what they want us to do. They got us. I'm like, I can only hoard so many shirts.
Yeah. And do you actually keep any of? From Degrassi, did you keep anything?
I don't know. They honestly put me in a. I did not like the yellow shirt. When I got on the show, Degrassi had uniforms, and so I was in the year with a yellow shirt, and I was like, oh, yellow is not my color. Can I be in a different year and wear purple? So I didn't keep that. And then I did keep some stuff from the Jan show though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I kept this like white dress and there was one episode where I was. Do you know what are those bike things where somebody pulls you?
Like a cart? Oh, like the
Yeah.
side cart
Yeah,
thing?
no, like you see them downtown and
Tuk-tuks.
tuk like
Oh,
or
no,
when you're
yeah.
running. So there was an episode where I was doing that, but it was like an Uber, like a hot girl Uber tuk thing where it was called Haul Girl because I was like running and hauling people. Anyway,
That'd do
I
well.
had yeah right a business idea. So I had these like hot pink shorts that say Haul Girl on the back. And I kept 2 pairs of those.
Do you think you could get away with that now in a TV show episode?
I mean,
I feel like there's a lot of stuff I watch from like the 90s that I'm like, I don't think.
I think the way that we did it for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, like there's definitely scenes in different movies. You're like, oh, that was
Yeah.
like
Ooh,
Austin
whoa.
Powers. Have you tried watching Austin Powers again?
Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh,
You're
you
just
couldn't
like,
do the movie.
yeah. Some of the
Yeah.
jokes you're just like, you couldn't get away with this anymore.
No.
No.
Can
I spin another thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yay.
Well, we're getting good with the hot takes. Okay, let's go. This is the first time we've done multiple hot takes. This Drake is overrated.
Ooh, well,
Drake is
you know
overrated.
what? Of course, I can't be saying that because
Degrassi
I need him on
family.
my show.
Tell me about
And of course, Degrassi alumni
Yeah.
and Canadian talent. So
Yeah.
he's been having a bad run though. Kendrick really dragged him
saying
through
this.
the mud there.
Yeah.
And it's a good
Did
song.
you hear why
It's-
Kendrick's doing his Toronto show in Toronto?
No, why?
Because it's on Father's Day and he's Drake's daddy.
That's funny. I'm sorry. Oh,
It
that's
is.
funny.
So good.
Woo.
Yeah, yeah.
But in
Kendrick
fairness to Drake, he
really-
took
Good.
it well, like for the most part. He did take an L though.
He did. And
did.
but you know what? He'll bounce back.
Yeah.
He'll come
He
back.
will,
I
yeah.
suppose any publicity is good
And
publicity.
Publicity, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all good.
Super Bowl was probably tough.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was a tough. Sure, I'm like, ooh, wouldn't want to be Drake watching this right now.
No, not at all. But
Right
no,
to the camera too.
Yeah.
no, but he's done a lot. Like, I mean, somebody made a great point. If it wasn't for Drake, it wouldn't be called The Six.
Yeah, wouldn't be called the Six. I feel Toronto people do come to Toronto and they're like Drake and like it's a little more on the map. Whereas before, I'd be like, oh, I'm from Toronto, and people are like, oh, yeah. And then when Drake got popular, all my friends in LA were like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna come down to Toronto, gonna come down the Six. Where should I go? And I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, what is there to do again? I don't remember. You could go
King Street.
to King Street. I'm like, to the island, Kensington Market.
Stroll down Queen Street.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's this big pointy tower thing.
Yeah.
You can go there. Ripley's Aquarium.
Yeah, yeah.
These are all actually good advertising, by the way, if anyone's doing a little trip.
Yeah.
But
there
Jay,
you
you're
go.
going to Dublin
Yes, I am. Yeah.
and Ireland.
And Ireland.
How long are you going there for?
I think like 4 or 5 days. We're going for a wedding. So
Oh,
yeah,
where's
yeah,
the
yeah.
wedding?
Beats me. I can't remember. So
They're just going somewhere.
we're
Yeah.
just going.
Somewhere.
We're just going. It's in Northern Ireland.
Okay.
And I don't know exactly.
Doing a Donegal, maybe. Belfast.
No.
No.
Some
From that.
in the country. A
Okay.
name that I.
The
can't
country's
remember.
great. Like
Yeah?
the country,
Okay.
like countryside of Ireland, it is like the movies.
Ooh. Okay. I'm
Yeah.
ready.
Dublin, not like it is. There's pockets of Dublin, but it's not like you get into the country and you're like, oh, this is the stereotype. I get it now.
Yeah, yeah.
Like there's people like playing like diddle-oo.
It was great.
It is.
That's
I went-
what I'm going for.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
the
went
music's
to
great.
a wedding there down in Clare. Shout out Katie and Anthony. And yeah, it was fantastic. Anthony, your husband, does live music as well. So they had like really great bands, and it was just like, it's very like, as much as I grew up listening to Irish music, I'd forgotten like it's very hard to dance to because it's like
Yeah, yeah.
and you're like, do I like try to do an Irish
How do
dance?
I keep up? Yeah.
Um,
You're just bobbing along.
yeah, there was a lot of bobbing along, or like some people
Knee
would do the
slaps.
fake like Michael Flatley river dance thing. If you haven't seen Riverdance, I'd recommend.
I have, but I don't think I could emulate it.
Oh, you've seen Riverdance?
Have I not? Wait, like the dancing style?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
I'm
good.
sure I've seen TikTok videos of it, so probably only like 5 seconds of it.
yeah.
But I haven't
No, the whole
watched
show,
full
because that
premiere.
was like when Ireland was at its peak of the Eurovision.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you know the Eurovision?
I've heard of Eurovision,
Yeah.
but if you asked me to explain it, I could not do.
Yeah, we won it the most. No big deal. Yeah, but
No big deal.
yeah, Riverdance came out of that one of those contests. Yeah, and then it became like a phenomenon after
Yeah.
that.
So
Yeah.
even though it's not quite European countries, it's called Eurovision, but it's like Australia's in it. It's like they do a song, and then it's basically like a song contest, but country versus country.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
The original
okay.
American Idol.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
there you
original
go.
American
Yeah.
Idol.
And
yeah.
Australia.
I'm
Australia,
surprised
you can
Canada's not in
come.
it. Like, I feel like if Australia's in it,
Yeah,
like,
I remember somebody saying it's actually like a broadcast network or something. And I think, I don't
know
know, maybe
what?
they do a deal with
I think I
someone.
was thinking of like a genre, but I know what you're talking now. I don't know what
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
talking about.
you said it confidently, so that
I
was
said
good.
I was like, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I
And then
was
you were
like,
like,
oh.
and it's the I'm like, Oh, I was thinking about something completely different.
Yeah.
But now I know.
There is Irish dancing, like that is a
Yes.
thing. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Riverdance is like part of a niche of Irish dancing, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Okay, maybe I'm not thinking about it.
But it's worth
Yes.
if you ever see a Riverdance like show, you should go to it. It's
Yeah?
really, really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
And then outside of Dublin, yeah, if you're up north, oh, obviously there's all the Game of Thrones stuff. Were you into Game of Thrones?
Yeah, but I didn't know it was there.
Oh,
Oh.
they filmed
Now
a
I
lot
gotta
of it
go.
up
They have
north.
We're gonna
Game of
drive
Thrones
up
museum.
the
Yeah.
coast. Oh, they have a museum.
yeah,
Yeah.
where was all what was it? Was it Westeros that was filmed there?
No, it was a lot of like the where the
North?
Starks from again?
Oh,
Up there. The
yeah,
north.
yeah, the north.
Yeah. The north.
My watch is over.
Yeah, sort of stuff. Yeah. Yeah. So they filmed a lot of it up there.
Yeah, Game of Thrones was great. That was a real like everyone watched Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Anyone you go, oh, I never watched it. You're like, what? It was like there's like key TV shows in the world that if you haven't seen, it's kind of surprising.
Yeah.
So Game of Thrones,
The Office.
The Office.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that'd be a big one. Lost. Did you watch Lost? I didn't watch Lost, but a lot of
didn't
people
watch
did.
Lost
Okay,
either.
so
Whoa.
good. That's how.
We were all nervous to say it too.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like,
Prison Break?
Oh, never watched Prison Break, but
Yeah,
that
I
was
feel
really
like those
big.
are big ones.
Simpsons, obviously.
Yeah.
If you're Canadian, Degrassi.
Mhm.
I haven't watched Degrassi.
Actually, honestly, I wouldn't surprise because some people just don't like to watch themselves act.
No, I didn't watch it when I was on it. I watched it like before I got on it.
Oh,
Yeah, then
that's fun because your sister was on it as
Yeah,
well.
exactly.
Was that weird?
No, I loved the show.
Okay.
I forgot she was my sister. I'm like, yeah, and Manny did this.
Yeah.
It's my sister.
It was like your man Joffrey was in our university, and
Yeah.
like it was very hard. Like you would watch this episode and be like, "Fucking prick,"
Yeah.
and like you would kind of
I
hate
just see
him.
him walking between lectures.
sure.
And she'd be like, "Get him!" Okay.
Well, there we go. Another episode of Sleepless.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Alexa,
Of
for the time.
course.
Great
Love to come
conversation.
on and yap.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as always, if you would love to be in this beautiful studio, we are based just off King Street. Come down anytime. We have multiple other studios such as DJing, recording, co-working, photography, everything that you could ever need to be a content creator, as we discussed. So yeah, and as always, stay sleepless.
Peace.